These MASH agents noticed a strange smoke rising outside, and meanwhile, Hulk himself was teleported to the middle of a cemetery. He saw the leader trying to run away and managed to corner him. The Hulk ordered the leader to tell him when and where they were. The supervillain said they were in London back in 1890. Hulk said they should be in the present. But the leader explained that he brought the both of them there because he needed to meet the only person on this planet who is more evil than himself. The leader intends to ally with that person, and at that moment a train approached. Inside it was Dracula himself. Hulk could hardly believe it. The leader ran away and Hulk was hit by that train. He used all his powers to stop it, and Dracula wondered if Hulk was another one of Frankenstein's monsters. But the superhero explained that he is not one of those. Dracula could sense all the power coming from his body, and because of that he wanted to transform the Hulk into one of his servants. But the moment Dracula tried to bite him, Hulk managed to knock him down with a single blow. Because of that, Dracula summoned all his other servants to attack him, but the Hulk managed to defend himself. These servants never stopped attacking, and the leader took the opportunity to introduce himself to Dracula. He said he had traveled from the future to help him, and Dracula wanted to transform him into one of his vampires. The leader, though, convinced him not to do it because he could help him much more with his superior intellect. Dracula spared his life, and the leader explained that with the help of technology, he could make Dracula walk again during sunlight. And suddenly, the sun itself began to rise. Dracula took the leader inside his train, and they continued traveling. Hulk was busy with the vampires and couldn't even stop the supervillains. Meanwhile, in the present, the agents of SMASH were fighting against several vampires. The entire planet now belongs to them. Human beings are no more. The Hulks don't want to kill those peoples and need to find a cure for this curse. A-Bomb says they need some silver and some garlic to fight these vampires, and after that, the story takes us back to the past. Hulk is walking the streets of London when he's suddenly attacked by someone. This person was the monster created by Dr. Frankenstein. Hulk already knew him, but at that moment, the monster didn't know who the Hulk was. The creature thought Hulk was one of Dracula's vampires and started to attack him, but the Hulk managed to convince him that they are friends and are fighting against Dracula. Now the monster doesn't have to be alone anymore. They can join forces to continue the mission, and Frankenstein's monster really enjoyed this because now he has another monster friend. They invaded Dracula's castle and found other monsters imprisoned in cages. Hulk knows these two monsters but had to go and hide because Dracula showed up. Those monsters refused to serve Dracula because they want revenge against him. Because of this, the vampire will keep them there trapped for all eternity, until they finally agreed to be one of his servants. After the vampire left, Hulk approached and offered a chance to defeat Dracula. These monsters want revenge, and Hulk says that revenge isn't what they should be thinking about. They have powers that other humans don't, and because of that, they need to help humanity. The monsters, though, said humanity has never done anything for them. The reason doesn't matter. Hulk needs their help as much as they needs the Hulk's help. That's why the monsters demand to be freed, and Hulk has no other choices. He freed the two monsters, and meanwhile, the leader had already finished his new gamma furnace. He's about to show Dracula how it works. And at that moment, Hulk and the other monsters appeared to stop them. They started breaking the windows so the sun would destroy Dracula, and the vampire ordered the leader to turn on his new machine. The leader then activated the gamma furnace, and he began to cover the entire planet with a smoke cloud produced by gamma radiation. That smoke cloud will cover the entire surface of the planet, and the sun will never shine again. Now Dracula can dominate the planet, but meanwhile in the future, the Hulks were trying to hide in the tallest tower they could find. It's above the gamma radiation cloud, and while they were up there, She-Hulk saw there was a tower that seemed to be producing that smoke. That must be Dracula's castle, and they need to go there and destroy him. That's the only way to save the planet. Meanwhile, in the past, Hulk and the monsters were fighting Dracula's vampires. They can't fight together because they don't know how to be friends. Dracula and the leader left that place, and Hulk took the opportunity to destroy the gamma furnace. This saved the world because the gamma smoke stopped being produced. They still need to find Dracula and the leader, but the other monsters disappeared. Hulk had to go after them and said that everyone has to work together to save the planet. But none of them want to help the Hulk because humanity is completely useless. They only want to hide themselves. And we see that the leader built another furnace inside Dracula's train. Hulk says that soon the whole world will be destroyed. They need to do something about it. Now's the chance for these monsters to do something to improve the world they hate so much, but they say that humans are monsters and always will be. Hulk tries to argue that if they work together, maybe one day humans will look at them as if they weren't monsters, but still they don't want to help. Hulk had to go alone. He arrived at the train, and while he was at the top, Dracula was inside of it, impressed by the leader's science. Dracula's greatest enemy, the sun, will finally be defeated. We see that the leader was hypnotized and was doing everything Dracula wanted. The Hulk appeared and came to take the leader out of that place, but he doesn't want to leave because now he is one of Dracula's servants. Besides, there's no more hope for humanity. The leader followed all Dracula's orders and created a vampire virus fortified with gamma radiation. No one will be able to resist the virus, and even the Hulk will become a vampire. Suddenly, Dracula appeared and hit Hulk with a dart filled with that virus. The Hulk is losing his powers and transforming into a vampire. Meanwhile, in the future, the agents of SMASH were preparing to fight Dracula and finally invaded his castle. But when they did it, they were shocked. It was actually Hulk himself who appeared. He is now the new Dracula. The vampire explained that many years ago, Dracula and the leader were defeated by him, all because they refused to serve him. Hulk had to destroy them both, and now he's the ruler of the planet. The vampire wants to transform all the other Hulks, and meanwhile in the past, Hulk laid on the ground. He was about to become a vampire when suddenly the other monsters appeared. They said humanity needs their help, and that's why they arrived. Hulk is in great pain. Dracula has begun attacking the monsters, and it seems like none of the monsters can beat him. Hulk is almost transforming into a vampire, but before losing his consciousness, he decided to do one last thing. With a thunderclap, he dissipated all the gamma smoke from the skies. The sun showed up, and when the Hulk's body was touched by the light, it destroyed all the vampire virus, and Hulk came back to normal. Dracula tried to attack him, but the monsters defeated him. Dracula was struck by the sunlight, and with no other choice, he turned into a black smoke and hid in the sewers. The leader said goodbye and promised that the next time he would destroy the Hulk. Before the superhero could follow him, he and the other monsters destroyed Dracula's train so that no one could dominate the planet. Because of this, in the future, Vampire Hulk ceased to exist. He returned to normal, and so did the people of the planet. Hulk thanked the other Hulks and then disappeared. Reality was altered once again, and the monsters in the past are happy because now they can truly be free. After that, the leader traveled to the present. He found the agents of SMASH, and soon the Hulk also appeared. Finally, he managed to capture the villain, and everyone was reunited. The superheroes explained everything that happened while the Hulk was traveling. Reality was altered several times, and at that moment, the leader used a secret weapon. He opened several portals and released monsters that he had created in other dimensions. They are alternate versions of other enemies from these SMASH agents. There's even a small dinosaur that can shoot lasers. All the Hulks immediately began fighting against these monsters. The battle is impressive, and the leader wants to escape. Fortunately, Red Hulk managed to stop him. He destroyed the time travel belt, and now the Hulk is going to use his time travel belt to take everyone to the original timeline. But suddenly, a portal opened up behind the Hulk, and someone pulled him out of there. Nobody knows who was responsible for doing that. After all, the leader is still there, and to make matters worse, the monsters are also there. We see that the Hulk went to the future. He wants to know who teleported him. But he would soon realize that he was A-Bomb's and She-Hulk's son. That's right, the two had a son, and that boy explained to Hulk everything that happened. He had to take the Hulk to the future because his parents disappeared. The two then went to the secret base that's still located in the Latveria embassy. As soon as they entered, the Hulk got even more impressed. It turns out that She-Hulk had other children with all the other Hulks. Each one of them is very similar to their father, and one of them resembles She-Hulk herself. One of them is extremely intelligent, and his name is Junior. A-Bomb's son explained to everyone that he brought the Hulk back from the past. They need his help. And meanwhile, in the present, which now is the past, the Hulks were still fighting the monsters, but unfortunately, they are not managing to defeat these monsters who managed to free their leader. Meanwhile, in the future, Hulk was still in shock upon discovering that those little Hulks were She-Hulks and the other Hulk's children. The Hulk never imagined she would be able to do those things, and the children told him that they are the last ones left to defend the planet against the leader. Their parents were destroyed, and in that moment, the leader's robots invaded the secret hideout. Junior tries to give orders to everyone, but they never follow his commands. Hulk is the one who has to lead the attack. These boys can't work as a team, and they will have to learn to organize themselves under Hulk's leadership. They need to work together to destroy the leader, and meanwhile, in the past, the leader was controlling all the monsters and managed to defeat the Hulks. It seems he will succeed and become the leader of the planet, and with nothing left to do, the Hulks had to flee.
Run and hide.
They entered the embassy and retrieved all the weapons that Dr. Doom had created. Still, those weapons won't be enough. They need to formulate an attack plan. At the same time in the future, Hulk was shocked again to see that all the people on the planet had been transformed into the leader's image. The leader transformed the Avengers Tower. Now it scans the city and teleports all the normal human beings directly to the leader's laboratory. Once inside, he then replaces these normal people with clones of himself. The Hulk saw all of this and realized it was a great opportunity. He used the teleporter to invade the headquarters. All the children followed him, and as soon as they invaded the headquarters, they discovered that the leader had downloaded his consciousness into a supercomputer through a process known as artificial digital life extension. All the humans who are replaced by the clones are then sent to the negative zone, and they never leave it. The Hulks managed to destroy the cage where they were, and the leader's robots began to attack them. They wanted to free the last humans who were still in the hideout. The Hulk wanted Junior to close that portal, but the boy told him that if he closes the portal, all the people would be trapped inside the negative zone forever. He needs to do something else. But unfortunately, the leader managed to stop them. He said he couldn't allow his own son to ruin his plans. That's right, the leader is Junior's father, not the Hulk. It pains me just to think about what She-Hulk had to endure. The leader can hardly believe that his own son managed to betray him, but Junior said that he would do everything that he can to destroy that nightmarish dystopia. The leader told him that his clones are much better sons than he is. They always obey the orders, but Junior said that those clones have weak minds, just like his father. The leader then began the attack with a gigantic robot. Meanwhile, in the past, the Hulks were still hiding. The monsters appeared, and fortunately, the Smash agents were prepared with Dr. Doom's weapons and managed to fight these creatures. They even used the small dinosaur to attack. They managed to take down all the monsters, but the leader still didn't give up. He tried to coordinate another attack, but the Smash agents managed to capture him. In the future, Hulk and all the children were being defeated by the leader. Junior realized that the leader was using a lot of processing power to control that robotic spider, and he asked the other Hulks to keep him busy. Meanwhile, he's going to transport all the humans back from the negative zone. They all distracted the leader while Junior worked on the computer. The clones have a GPS system installed in them, and thanks to that system, Junior will be able to coordinate the teleportation and replace all the clones with the original humans. There's nothing the leader can do. The Hulk then managed to knock down the spider, and Junior finished the teleportation. He brought all the humans back to the planet, and now, in order to finish the leader, Hulk and the children managed to push his robot out of the building. Even so, the leader wasn't defeated and tried to convince his son to teleport the humans back to the negative zone. The boy refused and ended up being captured by the leader. He returned to attack, but luckily Hulk attacked attacked the computers, and when he destroyed the system, the leader's AI was completely erased. Junior told Hulk that he is a better father than the leader could ever be. He then fixed the time travel belt, and Hulk was able to use it to return to his original timeline. The agents of SMASH defeated the monsters and the leader. The Hulk then used the time travel belts to open portals and send those monsters back to their original locations. The leader promised he would have his revenge, and the story ended. Thanks for watching.